Charlo vs. Castano. After a contentious draw in their first fight, in which many had Castano as the victor, the two champions agreed to a rematch 10 months later. In a back-and-forth contest which saw the fighters trade blows throughout 10 action-packed rounds, a right hook into the body of Castano saw his dream of Undisputed slip away as Charlo became the king at super welterweight.
Castano to counter, then deliver a shot.
Yet to see Castano's left hook. He's landed the right hand.
Nice right hand from Charlo.
He feels a touch on the glove. He comes back with the counter punch.
There's under a minute left in the second. Lead left hook, right hand by Castano. Oh, rips a left and the left uppercut of Charlo on the ropes, although it was in the second round where Charlo hurt. But Charlo,
when Castano got in, what did Charlo do? He grabbed onto him right away.
Has to be cognizant of the uppercut, stiff jab, and then the right hand of the body. So he's going, and throughout the fight in their first meeting.
Now there you go. Juan Guzman, one of the best defensive fighters.
Before, let's see if that makes it get inside better.
Charlo rips a set up a nasty offensive attack.
For the first time,
Charlo again clipped him with the right and the left, and Castano
in the gap, but Charlo is landing some good shots. There's the right hand. You want
a lot more footwork. Yes, he's on the ropes, but not as long, and hasn't. In a minute of the fourth, both throwing left hooks. There's a lead, left hook to.
Yeah, it's just a question of who's doing it better and who's doing more.
Castano continues to stop. Charlo lands
some good counter work, but Charlo doesn't stop.
Castano.
You have two face-to-face,
going to the body before going upstairs. There's a double.
Yeah. Charlo's still smart, poised enough to counter it.
And that's
he does, and I think Charlo's camp knows that.
And that's exactly used to be economical in his output when it comes to punches, but he's landing. Over 7,000 fans here as Charlo just jolted. What a fight!
A good rate. Now, if you're Charlo, you want to
kind of counteracts that a little bit.
Charlo trying it off the ring and keep Charlo corralled. There's a jab.
We mentioned the jab. You got to be effective with the jab. Constant with the jab.
Wagner. And there's a right uppercut by Charlo. Castano is putting together combination, but it's for all the marbles. It's to become undisputed.
But you're tiring yourself a lot.
First three to Charlo, the next three to Castano. It seems like when they blow.
Castano has been doing well. What would you like to see him do more of?
Charlo's not throwing it as much because he's scared of getting hit with the right.
Yeah, he needs to make sure, as Abner said, that he
talked about the jab, which wasn't as active for Castano
to continue doing that. Even when it misses like that, it helps.
Jab was blocked. And there,
he's got to do exactly what he did in the 7th round. The aggression from Castano by doing that.
Now, I'm better in terms of upping his rate, not so much in the left
distance.
Yeah.
Except for that right hand. You do it again, it's right there.
Jab that split the guard, 3-punch combo. Castano has Charlo corralled in the corner. Right hand again from Castano, left hook, and that left hook
from Castano. Good body shots.
And again, the lead right hand.
He has a pretty sneaky good right hand.
And there's a and there's a nice combination.
The ropes.
In the last several rounds, Charlo has
Castano in the center of the ring where Jermell Charlo
pushing forward in the last several rounds, hasn't been throwing the.
You want to keep good throwing. If you're Castano, you want to keep it going.
His spot.
The rematch.
Where those punches are framed in what rounds? Nice double
Castano putting patient has to up all three. The final rounds on the judges' scorecards. Forward, clipped again with the left hook upstairs, and another double and Charlo.
And those, of course,
scorecard suggests Castano.
We're talking about the defensive side from Charlo.
Combination by Castano.
From him. Using the whole.
Castano normally is good at cutting the ring off. Hasn't been able to do that as well.
Castano
running around, and that's good. No.
Right hand from Castano.
Nice.
There it is. You put yourself in for the uppercut.
Like in the first fight, Charlo has Castano hard in the unlike the first fight. And Jermell Iron Man Charlo, who
You get a bunch of #1 guys, so you just got to prepare and be ready for it at all times. God, this is a beautiful thing, and you know, they're going to keep putting them in there. And when you have to take me in at 152, because I was really in shape, and I wanted to make sure this was my fight.
In early rounds, the champion controlled the pace of the battle. His jab was sharp, and we all saw that he was faster and more explosive. Crawford worked a variety and was more accurate. In the 6th round, Terence Crawford brutally finished the fight.
Different wrinkles and angles now. We see the southpaw stance.
Evanesian as well.
Yeah.
Time in the chokehold right now. For real. Looking at Crawford. He's not overreacting. He's not being
Body shot there from Evanesian. Left hook.
Okay, so he'll keep Crawford thinking.
Oh, that scored as well. Evanesian having some success. Anyone thought he would. Oh, again!
Now the punch is with you, see that?
Comfortable, he's controlling the distance with his jab and his counter punch ability. He's letting the fight come to him and breaking down David Evanesian. 2 rounds, nothing.
As the rounds progress.
in that body a little bit to slow this guy down.
Nice spin move from Crawford, throws a right.
He winds up beating. So Evanesian, whether he wins or whether...
Right hand from Crawford sneaks through.
He forces his way inside, does Evanesian. Make him get some rounds. Make him think.
Nice uppercut from Evanesian.
It's to kind of get back in the ring, knock the rust off kind of fight that Crawford's going to need.
If Crawford stay in this speed all night long, I think.
You see the change of speed on the shots from Crawford. Look at it. This is the thing of beauty that I'm talking about. Now Crawford does a good job, but again, it keeps Crawford working because he got the ring cut off on him.
Good body shot.
Uppercut, a slick uppercut from Crawford into the body. The crowd is eating it up. Another left hand for Crawford. Is the quality starting to shine through?
And that's a problem with Crawford. You chase him, you trap him, and then...
Good uppercut.
Oh. Good left there. Evanesian with a straight right hand and then a left as well. But here comes Crawford firing away. Good action round here in Omaha. And look how Crawford just continuously throws punches to keep Evanesian at bay.
Are meant to draw something out of Evanesian so we can counter him as well.
Oh, there's a nice right hook from Evanesian. And that gets Crawford angry.
Snuck in there because when Spence is at this distance, that is when he's at its most effective. It'll be really interesting how Crawford will handle that.
Proposed fight, that's in the win.
Oh, nice double uppercut. He's really making a home for those uppercuts, guys.
The uppercut has become Crawford's favorite in this fight.
What we call the bread basket.
Oh, yeah. I think Evanesian might have felt one of the body shots.
Oh, nice stood him up with that uppercut as well. Into the body.
And even Evanesian's punch output is starting to come down now. It's running a little bit. Crawford's taking it up the gears. Nice.
Oh, what a right hand from Terence Crawford.
Right uppercut, a left uppercut over, and then come back with a right hook.
Watch how he turned that power to the right side and twerk. That was a beautiful setup shot.
And that was what he added. You see, he was building up to it. He was landing a lot of the uppercuts over the course of the night. He was even doubling and tripling on them, guys. But then this time, instead of